This is Gooner Gospel TV, and like, subscribe, follow, and I'm here with the armchair Gooner.
Hello.
Yes, the main man. And yeah, introduce yourself, John.
Hello everyone. So yeah, I'm the armchair Gooner. Some might say the main man. I'm a legend in my own mind.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. So,
I mean, what happened? What happened there?
We got a result.
And a result not just against one of the top 6 teams, but against the top of the top 6 teams. Do you know what I mean? It's just. I don't think there was anyone watching last night that wasn't expecting Arsenal to get absolutely spanked left, right, and centre. Was there? Do you know what I mean?
Wasn't lying. Listen, the whole thing is, I looked at it and I was thinking, either we're gonna go into this and get absolutely mauled, maybe 4-1, 5-1, or I thought maybe we could come out of it maybe with a draw, but I didn't see us winning.
No, I jokingly said after the Spurs game, one of my mates messaged me and I said, "Oh, you watch, we'll go and win 3-0 against Liverpool now." And as a joke, you know, that's what Arsenal do, isn't it? And then when we went 1-0 down, I was like, "Oh God, it's going to be a long evening." Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Because the way the goal, I think the way they scored that goal so easily.
When they cut through us, didn't they? Unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah, and I saw Mane look like he was bang on form, mate. You could see
he was getting like the old like fruit machine eyes. It was like, hey, I've hit the jackpot here, wasn't it? So he was going, I'm getting 5 or 6 now.
Oh man!
And the thing was, I went on Facebook. I was doing it live on Facebook, but at the time I put out. All the good work that Arteta had done up to that point just disappeared in that first goal. We were jittery, shaky. I mean, Firmino, when he nearly scored, have it bounce off his backside, didn't he? When Martinez booted the ball and it flew off him. We just didn't look. I think the North London derby result shook their confidence because I think they thought we'll go there and get a result, which really we should have done against Spurs, didn't we?
Exactly. We all sort of felt that we were in good form. Yeah. We felt like we'd go and get a result.
And it was a real sucker punch in that game as well. When it almost last minute header, you know, it's a Spurs game. You can't legislate for form and whatnot. But I mean, I don't think they deserve that. I think that game there, anyone would have taken a draw beforehand. Would have gone, because it's Tottenham, you take a draw out of that, and a draw would have been a fair result. So I think going into last night's game, I think they were a little bit sort of shell-shocked and a little bit wounded, but Liverpool sensed that and came at us, didn't they? They wanted to annihilate us and take the mickey sort of thing.
100%, because if you look at the team Liverpool put out, it was their strongest team.
And the strongest they could have fought, wasn't it? Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Minus
they wanted the 100 point. They wanted to beat Man City's points total, didn't they?
100%. 100%. And it's probably minus the Jordan Henderson.
Yeah.
But what can you do about that? The team was strong.
Yeah.
And we looked at our team and maybe thought, look, we've gone and rested a few players.
Well, I knew that was going to happen because Sunday's the bigger, or Saturday's the bigger game, the Cup semi-final. Well, that's what it's all about now. Especially now, it don't look like we're going to get into Europe via the league. It has to be via the FA Cup, doesn't it?
Yeah. And you can see Arteta really wants Europe.
Yeah,
he really wants to taste it,
especially with the interview afterwards, because he needs the money, doesn't he?
Oh, definitely. So, what do you reckon about the interview?
I mean, I absolutely love that, and it makes a real change for a manager to come out and actually say what he means and not move it around and play politics away. We just come out and went, look, you can see what we need money. Do you know what I mean?
On the board.
Yeah.
Stick it on them. Yeah, it's so right. Stick it on the board so the board can stick it on the owners.
Yeah.
You know? Because at the end of the day, Arteta can't do his job if he doesn't have his players. And people are going to start turning on Arteta.
Yeah.
When, you know?
I mean, they were. It's just all the nonsense. Again, after the North London derby, people going, oh, he's lost 15 points from winning positions and, you know, Arteta out. And I'm like, shut up. If you can't see the changes that this guy's made throughout the club. Like I said before, these players couldn't even pass to each other under Emery. Do you know what I mean? And he's got us. Yeah. We're not conceding goals. We're not even conceding. I mean, that was a ridiculous thing about last night. The amount of shots and corners and that they had and we didn't concede was ridiculous. But that's happened to us so many times, isn't it? We've battered teams and come away thinking, how the hell have we lost that game?
Lost 1-0 or, you know, like, but good for the shoe to be on the other foot.
Didn't it feel nice? This is what other people feel like when they played against us. It's a nice feeling.
Exactly. And they walk away with the 3 points. Yeah. And we walk away with the bad taste in our mouth. Now
and people screaming for our manager. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Yeah. So, it was quite nice to get that. Someone said, "Oh, you've just Mourinho'd Liverpool." I was like, "Yeah, I'm happy with that." I'll take that.
Yeah, we take it. We'll take it. Park the bus.
I mean, it's still a little bit harsh because Mourinho is football. Is just. I mean, there were Arsenal fans wishing to have got him over Arteta. I'm like, no way.
I know.
Couldn't handle that.
The football would have been terrible.
Oh, wouldn't it? Just
because he claims to be all about the results, where he's not really getting great results.
Not really.
Tottenham, even though he got the result over us. But
that's the side that was in the Champions League final last year. Do you know what I mean?
Well, this is it.
And I keep seeing people saying, "Oh, we need an overhaul." It's like, how the hell do you need an overhaul? You've got the Champions League. I mean, you've lost. They've lost one player in Eriksen. That's all they lost, wasn't it?
Well, this is it. Overhaul. You just need to add a few players to your team and probably get a better manager.
Yeah, because they weren't the right choice. Do you know what I mean? I mean, look at Chelsea. As much as I hate Chelsea, they've got a manager that's never managed in the Premier League before. They lost possibly the league's best, definitely their best player, possibly the league's best player in Eden Hazard. They had a transfer ban, so they couldn't buy anyone. And look how well he's doing with them. Do you know what I mean? So it's, you know, you can't be telling me that Spurs are in a worse position than Chelsea were at the start of the season.
No, no, exactly.
So I don't buy into all that.
No, this is it. But as for yesterday, the possession.
I mean, I don't think I've seen an Arsenal side have that little possession in my life.
30%.
Crazy, isn't it? I mean, I think we only actually had the 2 shots as well. I think that was it, wasn't it? But
mate, this is it. Yeah, apparently you had 3 shots. I can't remember the third.
I can't remember the third. They must have just gone, we'll count that as a shot to make it look a bit better.
It make us feel a bit better, mate. But we've got Lacazette. I love that pressing, the high press. I love that because it shows that you really want the ball.
Doesn't it? Yeah.
It puts defence under pressure. It puts the keeper under pressure.
That's what teams do to us all the time. That's what they do because they know that Luiz and Mustafi go to pieces. That's the first time last night that someone's pressured Van Dijk properly, and he fell apart. He didn't know what to do with the ball, and that's why they conceded the second goal.
Started crying about he was being pulled.
Oh yeah, giving it all that. Mate, come on. You're supposed to be this big rock hard defender, and Reece Nelson's pushing you off the ball.
The Premier League's strongest and biggest defender. Yeah, man.
And you've got a 20-year-old kid pushing you off the ball. Come on.
No, it was lovely. Lovely.
It was. Yeah. I'll tell you what as well. It didn't get as much. I watched Match of the Day last night. It didn't get much mention. Emi Martinez. Absolutely superb goal. And that save right at the end from Trent Alexander-Arnold, how he got to that and kept it, it would have been a draw because that was flying in, mate. That was absolutely flying in.
That's what I wanted to get onto next. That whole Emi Martinez thing.
Yeah.
And, my take on it and unpopular opinion, I'm actually happy with Emi Martinez over Leno. Yeah. I won't sugarcoat it because I know I'm going to have sort of a lot of backlash with other Gunners about it because I know we all love Leno. And Martinez has only done it for a short period of time. But for me, Martinez's footwork outshines Leno's footwork.
Definitely.
It sort of takes so much pressure off the back line.
Absolutely.
It's mental.
Yeah.
So much pressure off the back line. I know he made a couple little mistakes here and there, but they're going to make him. He's a goalkeeper.
Especially the way, like you say, the way, because he trusts himself on the ball, he's going to make more mistakes, isn't he? Because he's going to try and pass the ball out, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So that's going to happen.
And the problem I've got sort of with Leno, and it's nothing to do with his shot stopping. His shot stopping superb.
His shot stopping superb. Yeah, that's exactly what he is, a shot stopper, isn't it?
But the problem with him is because he don't get the ball out quick enough, he invites pressure onto us.
Yes.
Which puts Luiz and Mustafi under even more pressure, where he only wants to go side to side, right to left. He never wants to go long. He never, even when he does go long, I see he sort of overkicks it, or when he's under pressure, he can't get the ball out well. And
I completely agree, because you watch. This is one of the things that I've said about us, is that, like, again, it's in the first half of the North London derby, which is when we probably played our best football in that match. We keep the ball lovely, pass it around, ping, 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 but it's no pace, there's no penetration, there's no get it direct up the front. We've got Aubameyang, Saka, and obviously when he's back, Martinelli. We've got pace built in up front. We need to use that, and that's what Martinez does. He don't care about if he sees someone open, he's going to launch it, and it's not just a big hoof. He's looking for the player. He knows the ball he's playing, and that's what you need to mix it up. And like you were just saying then, David Luiz, he gets so much grief. There are moments when he lets himself down. The Man City game, whatnot. But like the Spurs one, I don't think that was his fault. That was Kolasinac. He played an absolute hospital ball to him. And I think that's his problem. He gets lumped in with the whole defence. And like you say with Leno, if Leno's passing to a centre-back in the 6-yard box, and the opposing team know that's going to happen, they're going to put pressure on Luiz, not the goalkeeper, because then Luiz can't go. What can he do? And that's when the mistakes happen. And I think you're right. I think, his actual quality of passing with Martinez is spot on as well. It's not like I say, he's not just good with his feet. He doesn't get lucky. Like I remember when Lehmann was in goal, when he used to for a while he stopped taking goal kicks because he just couldn't get the power behind him. So someone else would take them for him, and that's a bit like that with Leno. I don't think when he does launch it, he can't get much further than the halfway line.
No. And when it does, it's not as accurate.
It's not as accurate, yeah.
And I think that like the whole Martinez thing, it goes under the radar.
Yeah.
Like I think a lot of us, we don't look at it that much.
You don't really look at the goal. You look at defence, we don't really look at what the goalkeeper's doing, do you?
Yeah, he's helped that defence tenfold, mate.
I imagine he's talking to his defence a lot more as well. It looks like they're frightened, the defence, that he's going to scream and shout at them, doesn't it?
This is it. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving Martinez.
And the good thing is we have got two quality goalkeepers. You think how long we had to suffer with Almunia and Fabianski and Ospina, do you know what I mean? Yeah. And now we've got two decent goalkeepers again, like when we had Seaman and Maniger, under Arsene Wenger for the first time. We had two good goalkeepers. And you need that. I mean, even Liverpool, once take Alisson outside, I don't know who is their goalkeeper?
Adrian.
See, I mean, he's not a bad shot stopper. He's not a bad second choice. But I think our two are quite level in terms of that.
Yeah. And then you've got, United have, De Gea and Romero.
Yes, that's it.
And they were saying Romero's this great number 2 and all of this stuff.
Yeah.
But, mate, I think we've got, like you said, two great keepers.
Two great keepers sitting there, aren't we? Yeah.
Great keepers.
And I think, obviously Martinez has been there for years. I think he's our longest serving player now, I think.
Yeah.
He's been there about 10 years.
10 years, apparently, his anniversary. Yeah,
it's mental, isn't it? It gets a testimony. He's only played 8 Premier League games or something stupid like that. Right? Crazy.
Poor bastard.
But I think that's the thing with Arteta as well. If you watch, I think he's gone sort of the Georgie Graham sort of route. He's building from the back. He understands that where we've been poor for the last season and a half, maybe even the last couple of seasons under Wenger, we've been bad defensively. And I suppose as an opposing coach as he was at Man City, they would have focused on that. So he knows that that's how other teams see us. So he's trying to make sure that we tighten up, which I heard a stat from the beginning of the season. We allowed Southampton to have 30 shots at us, in a game. So he's obviously coming and gone, right, I've got to knock that on the head. If we can stop that, then gradually we can address going forward. But let's stop shipping goals. And all this stuff about, he's dropped points from winning positions. That's not all losses. We've got draws and that out of those games, and we're not getting hammered 5, 6, 7 nils again. I mean,
Yeah,
FA Cup.
I see they keep...
FA Cup, we've got Man City coming up, and that might change. But
yeah, let's wait for that one.
But you can see it in the league, and that will only transfer. And he's I know he's got a lot of grief, and I was surprised when Luis signed his extension.
Yeah.
But I imagine what he's doing, he's trying to keep the core players there that he's worked with so far, so that then when the new players come in, they've got someone to look up to who knows the role and knows the system already, and then they can pass that on, isn't it?
100%. And it's I think he wants to keep the players that take the information on well.
Yeah.
He wants to keep those players, even though some of them ain't good enough and will never be good enough. If you can take the information on well, he sort of wants to keep you in that team. Look what's happened to Mustafi. Bar the game against Tottenham, apart from that, the information he's taken on well. Don't go to ground. Stay on your feet. Watch the ball.
Yeah.
He's done it all perfectly.
Give the ball nice and simple. Don't try anything over elaborate. And even the Tottenham game, I actually thought he's having... I mean, you think, I've said on my last video, how quiet was a fully fit Harry Kane? He was barely there, and it's because those two marshalled him brilliantly until I felt the second drinks break, and for some reason Mustafi's head went then. I don't know if he got tired or what, but that's when he started diving in and all that sort of stuff.
Mustafi.
Yeah, but other than that, I mean, look at the Leicester game. He got booted in the head and yet carried on, and you wouldn't have known. Do you know what I mean? Whereas before, that would have been him gone. Wouldn't it? He would have lost him in that game.
So true.
And I think you're right. I think Arteta sees what he wants. He wants people that, like you say, are going to not bend to his will, but are prepared to work the way he wants you to work. That's why your Ozils and your is it Ainsley Maitland-Niles? I think has decided he's going to go, isn't he? You know, he's like, well, if you don't fit in, then you don't fit. And look at Ceballos and Xhaka. They were both out in their ear, but now they've come back and they've knuckled down.
Yeah.
You know, and they some of the big pros should take a look at how Saka's come on, and Saka's doing everything that. I mean, was it?
He's old.
Was it under Emery? He said, didn't he? I don't understand. A lot of the time, we don't understand what Emery's trying to say. I mean, he's actually an 18-year-old kid was coming out and saying that, and now under Arteta, he's loving life, mate, and we're loving having him in the team, aren't we?
Yeah. Well, this is it. He said the complete opposite when he signed. You know, when he signed the deal, you watched Saka's interview, and he was saying, like, Arteta's information is what's helping me, sort of. Like, I'm taking it on, and it's easy to understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
And
it puts it out there on the pitch, doesn't it? But suddenly I'm like, oh, that he said that would happen. You know.
Yeah, and it happened. And Arteta said the same thing exactly about him.
Yeah.
He retains information and does exactly what I say. And it makes life so much
easier, doesn't it?
He's the boss, you know. Arteta's the boss. Do what he says.
And that's where Guendouzi's gone wrong, man. He's tried to battle against him, and you're not going to win. And the problem is that even if Guendouzi came up and said, "Look, hands up, I was wrong, I got it wrong. I'm going to knuckle down," Arteta can't really give in to that because he would look weak then, wouldn't he? Even still, he's got a. And I think he's using him now as an example, saying, "Look, if you cross me, that's it. You're gone.
You're training on your own, mate."
Yeah.
You don't see him over there. You want to be with him? No. Yeah.
As they're promoting 15-year-old kids in front of him, that's your fault, that isn't it? But I'm happy with that because people know where they stand. And look at Lacazette, you know, top draw player. He's knuckled down. Suddenly started scoring goals again because he's working hard for the team, and he knows he's got to stick. He knows he's got to do it to keep it. He's not guaranteed a shirt anymore. He's got to work for it.
That's it. Perfect. That's who I wanted to go on to next with you, John, about Lacazette.
Yeah.
I feel like he's actually a big game player.
Yeah.
Because if you look at his record and some of the teams he's scored against, these are big teams.
Yeah, he doesn't do it against a small fry, strangely enough, does he?
You know, this is it. All the stick he got at the beginning and halfway through the season.
Yeah.
If we do look at his record, he doesn't shy away from those big games.
No.
He gets the goals against the Cities. He gets the goals against the Liverpools, the Tottenhams. He gets the goals against these big six.
Yeah. It's like he's got it in his... It's like it's his mindset, and it was like, I'm going to show you how good I am. I'm going to do it it don't matter if I score against Southampton, that's Southampton. But if I can do it against Liverpool, Spurs, you know, and City, then people are going to notice, you know.
Exactly, you know. And he's knuckled down a lot.
Yeah.
He's knuckled down a lot. Like,
I think he's like Arteta's version of Aguero at City when Pep came in, because Aguero had to really change his style of football to get back. Because Aguero was like, I'm bringing in Jesus, he's my boy. I love him, and he's going to be. And then Aguero was like, well, I'm going to knuckle down, do the work, and you can't drop Aguero again now, can you? And I think that's what Lacazette's. He's gone. Oh, hang on, I've got to work for this now. Especially with Pepe and Saka and Martinelli, you know, you've got 3 young kids there. Because Aubameyang's going to start, isn't he? So you know that's a given shirt. So you're like, crikey, I've got to put some effort into stay in this team now.
Well, this is it.
Isn't it?
Either he has to be scoring 20 goals a season not to be dropped. Yeah. Or you've got to work your socks off
and bring everyone else into the team and play like an Alan Smith style role, you know, where you're the hold up man, which I actually think he would be brilliant at. Back to goal, playing Aubameyang in. If you're going to play he's not going to play 4-4-2. But I reckon that would be a good pairing. Lacazette and Aubameyang as a 2 up front would be wicked.
Oh mate, I'd love that. I'd love that.
It would be like Bergkamp and Henry in a weird kind of like, you know, but the dropping Lacazette would be the dropping short one and playing the ball and all that, or being able to hit a thunder bastard like he did against Spurs. 100%. And then Aubameyang's all about the pace, isn't it?
Yeah. I think as well, you know, the formation we're playing, 3 at the back. I think that is not going to be Arteta's set formation. I don't think it is either.
I think he's working with what he's got, isn't he?
Exactly. I think he's gone and he's looked at it and said, this is the personnel and this is what I have to play for now. I want to play 4 at the back, but I don't have 2 good centre-backs.
Yes.
Or 2 really good or decent centre backs.
Yeah, so or even one that I can really trust and one that we can, you know what I mean? Because that's why he's playing Kolasinac there, isn't it? You know, because he's just using what he's got how he can. Because you can't drop Tierney. No, I mean that boy he's an Arsenal captain in the future, mate. Do you know what I mean? I absolutely love him.
Yeah.
You know, and because he's another one, he just gets his job done. He's not about flash. He's not about that. He's just, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? You know what I love is delivery.
Yeah, isn't it?
9 times out of 10, it's going to hit that front post. So if Aubameyang, Lacazette, Eddie Nketiah, whoever is attacking that front post, they could get at least 10 goals from Tierney.
Because they know it's coming, don't they? You know,
it's coming. And he always beats the first man there.
Isn't it? Yeah. Love it. And how long's it been since we've had someone that can actually put a ball in like that? You know, it's been a long time, man.
Ashley Cole. Dread to say his name. But Ashley Cole. I know, man. What am I doing? Yeah, man.
I heard something the other day, weirdly enough, actually, about Pepe. They reckon that they're going to move him inside and he's going to take the Ozil role. So Ozil will go and he'll play number 10. Yeah,
well, I thought about that during the season. I was thinking, how would Pepe deal with sort of being the attacking mid? I'm not sure. I want to see it. I'd like to see it.
Because for me, Pepe as a winger don't get his head up enough. He doesn't, you know, and I haven't really seen enough of him, and not in terms of how many minutes he's played, but I haven't seen enough of his free kicks are great, but I haven't seen. Yes. I don't see him crossing the ball very often. I don't recall a cross coming in from Pepe going, that was
very
a banger. But what you do see is he's got those really quick feet that I think sometimes his feet are working without his brain knowing what they're doing. It's just instinct with him, isn't it? So I think if you had that in the middle, if he don't know what he's doing, what the hell are the people trying to tackle him going to do? So, you know, and I think that would cause a lot of space in the middle of the park, which is where we struggle, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It gets very congested, especially when you're playing 5 across the middle now. If that is going to be a preferred formation. And I can't see Ozil getting back in this side. As much as I loved him as a player, I think he's done at Arsenal now.
And for some reason, it's like when Pepe gets the ball, he doesn't want to sprint. Have you noticed? He picks it up and he sort of slows down.
You're right, actually. Yeah, now you mention it. Yeah.
So maybe that centre mid role, centre attacking mid, might be good for him because you don't have to sprint a lot in that role. You know, like as long as you're tracking back and doing the hard work,
that's
your job is really to create.
Yeah.
So you can take on a player and maybe spread the ball out to your left or your right.
Yeah. And if you're doing that, and if you've got a Tierney or a Cedric or even a Bellerin out there, then you're going to be, if you can play the ball that's going to get them in behind and get a decent cross in, that's got to be better than being the one that gets the ball played to you and then doesn't beat the first defender. Because that's what a lot of Saka's balls, a lot of Pepe's balls do. They don't beat the first defender, do they?
No. It's like he cuts in, he gets the ball, he sort of jogs and wants to. It's like he invites people onto him.
He does. I think defenders look at him and think, I can get a challenge in there because the ball's just bobbling away. And sometimes he'll get to it and sometimes they will and clear him out, don't they? You know.
He reminds me of that kid in school. You know, that kid in school that was the best footballer in school. And he's like, yeah, come on, I'll take on the whole playground. Like, come. No, mate, you've got a match to win. Don't worry about all of that.
Everyone else is standing there like that while he's got 7 players around him. He's trying to dribble all around there like that.
Like, sometimes I think if he had a burst of pace, like, you know, Aubameyang's burst of pace, or Saka's burst of pace, or Tierney's burst of pace, if he had that about him, he'd be one-on-one with a goalkeeper at least twice a match.
There was that one game, again, ironically, it was against Liverpool, where he became the first attacker to roast Van Dijk. Do you remember? It's like 16 dribbles past him. He's got it in him, but I think, like you said, I think what it is with him, I think he likes to get the ball, stop, and then try and go again, rather than like running on to through balls. Because really, like you say, he should. If you're putting a through ball, he should be like lightning. He should be able to roast any defender in the league, but he doesn't seem to be. I don't know if it's up here or if it's, like you say, a way of him. This is how he tries to play is by doing that. I don't know. So maybe that's where Arteta is probably thinking, well, rather than try and coax that into him, let's see if I can get him in the middle of the park where he doesn't need to do that.
Yes, and he can create
more and the space. And like you say, but being the kid that everyone tries to tackle because he's got all his arms and legs going everywhere, and maybe that will create the space that we need.
Come, take me on, left, right, I'll take you on. No, Pep.
As long as he doesn't pick the ball up and walk off, we're all right.
That's it, mate. That is it.
What I want to ask you? What did you think of the Alexander-Arnold tackle compared to Eddie Nketiah?
Mate, it was the exact same.
Wasn't it? I mean, literally. I mean, I think that the not just because I'm biased, but I think the Alexander-Arnold one was actually worse because they were both looking at each other when they were coming in. With Eddie, he was literally just trying to reach for a dropping ball.
The ball. Yeah. You know? But I did watch Arteta's press conference after the game.
I didn't see it. I didn't see the whole thing.
They asked him about that, and he did say he didn't think it was a sending off.
Right.
He said he was standing right there and saw it.
Yeah.
And this is the problem.
Maybe that might be right. Not, but then maybe both weren't sending off. They should have both been yellows.
This is the problem, that in real time, it's a yellow card.
Yeah.
When you're slowing it down and you're watching it 40 times, like they
from every angle.
They did with Eddie Nketiah's, it's a sending off.
Yeah.
Slow down. What was it? A Trent's tackle.
Yeah, I mean the still image. I took a photograph of it on my phone on the cat, and you could, on a still image, you can see Saka's leg bending a little bit. You can see the studs really going in. You think, but at the time, like you say, it looked like it was just they both sort of just kicked their legs or whatever. But when you slow it down, it looks. You can make it look like it was intent. You can make it look that way if you want. But that's what got me was, why did VAR not look back at that when they looked back at Eddie's? What was the difference? Why did they think that Eddie's won?
Exactly. Just have a look.
Yeah.
Just see. If it's not, it's not. But for some reason, it seems like when it's against us, VAR don't really sort of get involved. Or when it's for us. VAR don't really get involved too much. But when it's against us, exactly. watch a video. I'll watch it 20 times. I just need to make sure.
Yeah.
And
and that's what makes the result even sweeter, isn't it? Because it felt like they were trying to, like, oh, we'll stick 5 minutes of injury time on. Why? Where's that come from? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, mate, I was watching it with my missus, and she was like, 5 minutes? What's happened?
Where has that come from?
Yeah, who got injured? What?
I don't even remember a lot of time standing around over free kicks and stuff. It didn't feel like that sort of a game.
No, but conspiracy. Conspiracy.
Everyone else has got it. We might as well join in.
I hate to say it, and because we're Arsenal fans, it looks like we're salty about something. But
yeah, we have got a salty vibe about us as a fan base.
But a lot of stuff don't go our way, man.
It doesn't feel like it. It really doesn't, though, does it? It really, it genuinely. You often like, and like I said before about when we beat Sheffield United in the cup. Everyone on the radio was going, "Oh, they were lucky, they stumbled through," and all of that. When Spurs lost to them in the league, they're like, Sheffield United. I mean, they've done a number on Spurs there. But it wasn't about how bad Tottenham played. Do you know what I mean? It's like they just got turned over. We won up there. Do you know what I mean? And they were criticising our win, but not criticising them for the loss.
It's true. Even look at what we were just talking about, the challenge.
Yeah.
Look at Granit Xhaka's challenge. Who was it on? I remember he had his...
Right near the end. Was that when he got his leg, he was sort of on the floor rubbing his leg? Was it that challenge?
Well, he went in with his studs up, but he was literally sliding on the ground.
On the floor and got the ball, didn't he? He got the ball.
Exactly. The commentator was talking about that for about fucking 10 minutes. It was winding me up. I was like, wait, stop talking about it.
It's done and dusted. What are you on about? It just don't...
But notice the Trent Alexander-Arnold debacle. The commentator, what are we talking about that?
I don't even remember it getting flagged up on Match of the Day. Well, they did a little bit, didn't they? At the end, Match of the Day said, even Gary Lineker said... I haven't watched it yet. Oh, well, Gary Lineker says, I can't see the difference between him and Nketiah. It's basically what they say. But they don't really go into it in great detail. But to
try and sort of fluff us and say,
the little, all right, Arsenal, there you go. Do you know what I mean, isn't it?
Oh, so sweet. All right. Yesterday, who was your man of the match then?
Man of the match yesterday. That's a good one. I would actually give it, I think, to just for like keeping it. I would give it to Emi Martinez. Yeah.
8 saves, I think he made.
Yeah, and like I say, that one right at the end, how he managed to reach it. And I know, like I said, the thing with Bobby Firmino, where he nearly conceded the goal right at the beginning. But I just thought there were times when the ball was pinballing around in our area, and he would get his hand to it. You know, he stopped Salah a couple of times. The save from Trent Alexander at the end was worth it. You know, that's man of the match.
Definitely.
But how about you?
For me, I'd probably do the same, man. I'd probably go for the same. I'd go for him. I did like Rob Holding's performance.
Again, I love a bit of Rob.
Yeah. I did like his performance. He was a little bit shaky at times, but he hasn't played.
Exactly. And he's being pitched up against the best 3 forwards in the league, because they've won the league, so they're the best 3 up there, aren't they? And he's having to go up straight into it.
Scene when he took out Mane, I love that. He just came from nowhere.
Have you seen my picture on Instagram when there's a picture of Rob standing over him like that, and I've got that Ali one over the top of it as well. It's amazing. It's just
down, bro.
Mane's looking at him like that. He's like, "What? Get up."
I loved it because you know what? Van Dijk would have done that. Let's say Van Dijk would have done that to a Lacazette or something, and they would have been raging about, yes, you see, that's why he's the best
defender. And he's cleared him out. He's left. He knows that Lacazette knows he's there now, doesn't he? And all that would have been all that, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Rob Holding, come on, bruv. I loved it, and I hope he's worked his way into that team for Saturday.
He's definitely he's earning his shirt, definitely. What I'm looking forward to as well, I completely forgot about this. We've got Saliba coming over as well.
Yes.
That's going to be interesting how he fits into this, because it could be that it's Saliba, Mustafi and Louisa. That would be weird. You've got someone that's never played in the Premier League before against the two players that are considered not good enough. It's going to be interesting. I don't see, if Rob can keep injury free and keep working as hard as he is, he's going to displace Mustafi. I think he'll be the one to make way.
Yeah, because
I wouldn't be sad about that.
You've got with the three, I think Arteta on the left side of the three, he likes a left-footed player.
Yeah.
And that's where he's got Pablo Mari.
Yeah, he got him as well, yeah, see.
Not sure when he's back.
No.
I know Arteta does like a left-footed centre-back. Like he had at City with Laporte.
Yes,
because it gives you another dimension with that left-footed centre-back because they can always go cross-field.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
like sort of out to the right wing,
and they're not trying to switch it on to their other foot the whole time, or trying to kick the wrong way or whatever, aren't they? You know, they should already be in the right position.
Yeah, this is it. And I think Pablo Mari will probably be his go-to on that left side. I completely
forgot we'd had him, and we've signed him for a permanent contract, haven't we?
Yeah.
What do you reckon I think they've dropped the price now. They're talking about 22 mil for Ceballos.
If you asked me that 2-3 weeks ago, I'd have said no.
Yeah.
But I'm actually enjoying him.
I think for 20 mil, if we can get him for 2022, I reckon you've got a decent play, especially in the current, well, I say the current market. We don't know what the actual market's going to look like after coronavirus, do we? But I reckon 20 mil for a player that's made a difference to us now. Yeah. You know, that is knuckled down and playing. I reckon if we can get him for 20, I reckon that's a decent bet, that.
Because for me, I felt like he can create, but for me it was his tracking back and stuff. And now I'm seeing he's winning balls, and he's sort of tenacious in that midfield. He's sort of showing a side of him that I can create, do the fancy stuff, and I'm not. He's not trying to put a foot in, is he? No. And I'm enjoying him. He's proper sort of swayed me, man. And
the good thing about him as well is I think part of it as well. Obviously, with what we're going to do, he doesn't have to. There's not that challenge for the shirt from within there now. It's going to be, you know, because before he came in, it was sort of those two were fighting for the same place, weren't they? Guendouzi and Ceballos, and now he's sort of seen him off a bit. He goes, and the redemption of Granit Xhaka. Do you know what I mean? Like I said before, 6 weeks ago, the geezer was never going to play for the club again, and now he's at the heart of the midfield.
We need him.
And you notice when he's not there, and all the people. I've been a massive detractor of him, but you've got to give him props. He's come back in. He's doing what he's doing, isn't he?
100%, mate. Like Torreira as well.
See, I love Torreira, but I can't see him getting in the side ahead of either of those two. Now that's the problem.
This is the difficult thing, but it's different courses, isn't it? I think with Torreira, because he's not a creator, he's a battler.
Yeah, he's literally a CDM,
pitbull.
Yeah, isn't he?
You throw him on, and he will go into every challenge. No half-heartedness about it. 100%. You're getting. He's on everyone. You know, and I love that about Torreira, but he's not as creative as a Ceballos.
That's the trouble, isn't it?
Yeah,
and that's what you need in that. But then if he's playing the two, he might be able to offset Ceballos with the Torreira. Maybe he might do that. Maybe Xhaka is out of the way anyway. Maybe it's already pre-planned, and
it's true. It's true.
You just don't know, do you?
We don't know about Xhaka yet. We're not sort of.
Could be why he's relaxed, because he knows he's not going to be there next season.
It's true.
He's playing good football because he's I don't care.
So what do you reckon about Europa League? And you reckon, can we make it in our last remaining games?
I mean,
what we've got left?
If they take the confidence out of that game, there's no reason why not. But unfortunately, we're having to rely on other people. That's the problem. We're having to rely on Spurs losing and whatnot.
It's not in our hands. No, basically, apart from FA Cup.
Yeah, and I've got a sneaky suspicion. We might just do the FA Cup. I've got a really weird just something there nagging at the back. I think Man City might just. They've got Champions League now, so they don't need to worry about going for the Europa League. You know, in terms of like, you know, getting banned and whatnot. You know, so they definitely.
So they might have sort of. You think they might have like one eye sort of away from.
They've still got to play Real Madrid and stuff, haven't they? So I think they might go for that. I think they might just take their foot off the gas for this one.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're hoping.
That's what we're hoping. It'll be a good game. It'll be a good game if nothing else. And again, if we play like we did, if we do what we did yesterday, I'll be happy with that. I don't mind getting battered for 90 minutes if we win 1-0. Do you know what I mean? I'll take that.
Aubameyang. I'd love that.
Giving it all that on the back of the shirt.
Oh, mate, I'd love it.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, but what do you reckon? Score prediction.
So, right, okay, for the cup semi-final.
Yeah, semi-final.
Do you want
score prediction?
Head or heart?
Both. Give me both.
I've got in my head. I think they're going to win 3-1 City. Yeah. But in my heart, what I picture seeing is it'll be like I say. I think it'll be 1-0 and we'll win on pens.
Yeah.
Is what you know.
Let's see. I'm going like I'm the same as you. I've got two played out results. But yesterday, to be fair, my two played out results, like I said to you at the beginning of the stream, was 5-1 to Liverpool, 4-1 to Liverpool, or 1-1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was not the result.
That was not on the cards at all, was it?
That wasn't on the cards. So my results probably for Saturday, I'm going with. I think I've just got 2-1 in my head for some reason to us.
Right.
I've got 2-1 to us, or I don't want to say it.
Go
3-0 to City.
Oh.
I don't want to say it, man.
At least I gave us a goal.
3-0. No, but listen, it doesn't matter what me or you think. It's what the players do.
It's what happens on this. It all comes down once the game kicks off. It could be a VAR decision. It could be like say it could be a game like last night where they just get absolutely battered for 45 minutes because the second half Liverpool were over us and we still going out and win. So you never know. It might happen with City. Yeah. We shall see.
Hey. All right, man. But yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, man. Cool. Really appreciate chatting to you.
Yeah, we'll do it again, man.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. All right, man.
Yeah.
Take it easy, and I'll talk to you after the City game.
Yes, mate.
Nice one. All right, fella.
On the Gunners.
Go on, you Gunners. See you later, fella.
Laters, mate.